So good morning, guys. I am getting ready to go on a camping trip, and it's been a long time since I have been able to do this. Maybe, I think it's been almost 2 years exactly. And I don't think I even posted my last camping trip on this channel, even though I filmed it. I'm changing out my water dispenser that I had on my sink. This one went out, and I think it's probably clogged up with hard water deposits inside. So I wanted to leave yesterday, but I really needed this. So this came in this morning. I just tested it. It works. So I'm going to charge it up. I've got to put some batteries, which I ordered off of Amazon too. Got to put some batteries in some of my remotes, like for my lights. And I got to go get some food and pack my clothes into here and everything. So I want to try to leave as soon as possible. As you can see, it's very sunny right now, but it is supposed to rain. So I want to try to get to my destination before the rain hits. The wind is blowing so bad that I'm having trouble controlling this van, and this van is heavy. I needed some gas. I'm driving through a reservation, so a gas station popped up, which I'm relieved. I got the gas. The gas station was almost out of gas. I didn't even get to fill the tank up all the way. And so as soon as I pull back onto the road, less than 30 seconds later, it becomes impossible to see. I got caught in a dust storm, and the visibility is terrible. I think it's starting to let up just a little bit. The crazy part about this dust storm is there was no warning. Usually you get the alerts on your phone. We just drove right into it. I have made it to the campground. This is a different experience. I did purchase a campsite with a hookup. I just prefer it. It's going to be cool tonight. I want to run the heater if I need to, even though I'm hot-natured. As far out as I am, I would prefer to have the hookup for electricity. And also, there's rain in the forecast, so I didn't want to take the chance. It wasn't the longest drive ever, but the dust storm, the driving off into the boonies, that whole feeling, and then you drive on a dirt road for several miles, it's very rough. It's just draining, is what I'm trying to say. I haven't eaten today. I only had a granola bar or something like that at breakfast time. So I did make some beef stew. Since it's going to be chilly, I thought that'd be nice and cozy to have. So I just need to decompress for a moment and eat. The soup is so good. So I think I'm gonna call it a night. I've got my extra pair of socks ready in case I need it, and I've got my heating blanket, and I have a little heater. I'm gonna try not to run them unless I absolutely have to, because I did not hook up to the RV box yet. It's cold and rainy. I'm just gonna try to run off the battery that I have here in the cabinet until the morning, and then I'll go out there and hook everything up. Good morning. So it's a new day. I think I'm gonna leave. I can't describe the vibe here. It's strangely beautiful, but it's uncomfortably desolate. And I have no cell phone coverage. My iPhone offered me to use a satellite for an emergency if I need, because there's no coverage here. And then the other thing that's really kind of on my mind is that it rained all last night shortly after I parked and sat down to eat. And rain is in the forecast today, and if I don't leave before the rain comes, there's no way I can get out of here. And I'm supposed to be somewhere tonight back near my hometown. I'll show you some of the terrain that I drove through to get here. It was about 4 miles of, I guess that's a dirt road. You almost need a four-wheel drive truck or all-terrain vehicle to maneuver through here. And so I know a lot of people may not be familiar with Arizona. If it rains, you can go from 0 to 100 with a flash flood in a matter of 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how hard it's raining. I was concerned that my vehicle might get stuck, so I put some traction blocks in front of them because I didn't know how this dirt was going to behave. So I just don't want to get caught in the rain. I got caught in a dust storm, but you just have to kind of live in the desert to understand. The ground is so dry that it doesn't absorb the water. So the water just sits on top of the ground. And there's a lot of gullies and ravines and stuff. And even the road, there were so many signs in different places on the way to where I drove in here that said, this spot will flash flood and do not cross. I don't know if you can see it, but there are some rock formations that I'm trying to get to. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. I've never seen anything like this. Last night I slept in a hospital parking lot, and you might hear my battery in the background trying to charge. I actually slept better here at the hospital than I did at the campground. I didn't sleep that great at the campground. Last night I came back to my area close to where I live because we had scheduled to watch a movie, the ladies in our Bible group, and we watched War Room, and we were supposed to start at 6:30, and we talked and kind of fellowship till almost 7:30 maybe. So we got out of the movie kind of late. I was tired. I kind of debated whether or not I should just go home, but I really didn't want to. And I had been thinking about what I was going to do if I didn't go back home, and I knew I wasn't going back to the campsite because it would have been way too dangerous, way too dangerous. It would have been really dark with no street signs, going down 4-mile dirt roads you can't see. I didn't want to take the chance, and then I didn't want to drive that long either. So I don't even know if I'm going to go back down there today. Power was the thing I was concerned about. Like, how was I going to recharge my battery because it's not sunny enough to run the solar panels. Anyways, I don't really have a plan for today. I do want to do some video editing and make sure that I exercise, but other than that, I'm just going to let this day kind of flow. So I am getting ready to leave the office. That was the move. I was able to get the battery charged back up to 100% and get a decent amount of work done. It is so much easier for me to focus in there. I'm not as prone to chase every random thought that comes to me or to pick up my phone and answer messages. I'm just able to focus in there differently and be a lot more productive. Now it's kind of close to dinner time, a little bit early, but I think I'm going to eat out tonight. I'm out of my soup. I've been craving this place called Clever Koi, and I haven't been there in a while. It's like a modern Asian. And I think if I go now, I can beat the Saturday dinner rush because it's only like 3:45 or so, and they open at 4. So tonight I'm gonna treat myself and have a meal somewhere else that I didn't cook. So I decided to come to the park. I'm gonna walk around for a little while and get some exercise. The sun is going to set in about 45 minutes or so. I'm gonna try and get some steps in and just enjoy what's left of the daylight. There's a beautiful walking trail and it wraps all the way around the park. There's a lake and ducks, and this is a different park than I went to yesterday. It's been very difficult at times to maintain my individuality outside of the family unit, and at times it can really feel like my life revolves around everyone else's, and I know to some degree it should, but sometimes I feel like I'm fighting for space for me in my own life. They need to see me take a break, and I need to take the break. I think it brings us all to gratitude to be able to be without each other for moments. Absence has a power that few other things have. I'm grateful for these moments that I get to get a break away from everybody, everything, and the responsibilities that I have at home. I know everybody doesn't get to take a break. And then a lot of us just don't know how. Mom guilt is real. I've gotten pretty good at ignoring it and overriding it because most times it's not really even warranted. It's just that you're so used to doing things for other people and having to focus on other people, that when you do get the moment for yourself and you actually feel like doing something for yourself, you're not too tired to, then sometimes it can be accompanied with guilt, just because those moments aren't familiar and you feel like you're taking away from your family or your spouse. But I'm trying to do a better job of focusing on me, and as the saying goes, and it's almost cliche at this point, I've heard it so many times, that you can't pour from an empty cup. But anyways, I said all that to say, marriage is hard, kids, family, it's hard. It's nice to have moments of getting to experience my own individuality. So it's Sunday and I am getting ready to head home. I can't tell right now if my season with this van is over or if I'm just feeling that way because I haven't been using it the way I had intended. Part of me wants to sell the van, and then part of me wants to give it another try. So I'm praying about all of that. And with that said, I think I'm going to go ahead and head home. And I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me.